If you're looking in the mirror and wondering why you can't seem to stick with the whole discipline thing, it's probably because you haven't structured it correctly. Here are 15 ways to increase your discipline and make you a better person before January. First, establish crystal clear goals. Vague goals like be more productive just don't work. We need specifics to give us focus and a reason to get started. So, break down your big, long-term ambitions into smaller, manageable, short-term tasks. Want to write a book? Your first task is to write 1 page today. Want to get fit? Your task is to do a 15-minute workout this afternoon. This makes huge goals feel less intimidating and gives you a clear starting point. Next, you need to make sure these goals are realistic. It's awesome to dream big, but if you set a goal to run a marathon next week with no training, you're setting yourself up for failure. That kills motivation. So, your second task is to review your goals and ask, is this genuinely achievable in the time frame I've set? If not, adjust it. The goal is to build momentum with wins, not get discouraged by unrealistic expectations. A good goal is a stretch, but it's not a fantasy. Third, schedule regular check-ins with yourself. This isn't a one-and-done deal. Discipline is a muscle you build over time. So, at the end of each week, take 15 minutes to review your progress. What went well? Where did you struggle? Be honest. This feedback loop is crucial for adjusting your plan. Maybe a goal was too easy, or maybe it was way too hard. Adjusting your goals based on your actual performance keeps you engaged and on the right track. Fourth, make your goals super specific. This specificity will guide your daily actions. Instead of work on my project, your goal should be draft the introduction for the Q3 report between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. See the difference? A specific goal tells you exactly what to do and when to do it. It removes the guesswork and the opportunity to procrastinate. Your brain loves having a clear command to follow. Alright, moving on to the second major area, building a routine. Discipline isn't about willpower alone, it's about habits. Your fifth task is to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick 1 or 2 small, manageable habits to start with. For example, make your bed every morning, or spend the first 10 minutes of your workday planning your top 3 priorities. These tiny wins build momentum and prove to yourself that you can be consistent. Small hinges swing big doors. Once you have a few small habits locked in, it's time for task number 6. Schedule everything. Your routine needs a backbone. Use a calendar or a planner and schedule not just your work tasks, but your breaks, your meals, and your workouts. When something is on your schedule, it becomes a real commitment. To reinforce this, your 7th task is to use reminders and alarms. Set an alarm for when it is time to start a new task and another for when it is time to take a break. This external cue helps train your brain to stick to the plan. Now this next one is non-negotiable. Your 8th task is to prioritize self-care within your routine. Burnout is the enemy of discipline. You can't be productive if you're exhausted and overwhelmed. Schedule time for rest, hobbies, and activities that recharge you. This isn't a reward for being disciplined. It's a necessary part of the system that sustains it. A healthy mind and body are the foundations of long-term productivity. Choose activities that challenge your brain, like chess, or physical activities, like boxing. Okay, let's talk about the big enemy, distractions. Our third section is all about focus. Your 9th task is to create a distraction-free workspace. Look at your desk right now. Is it cluttered? A messy environment leads to a messy mind. Take some time to declutter and organize your physical space. Have a designated spot for everything, so you're not wasting mental energy looking for things. A clean, organized workspace sends a powerful signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Task number 10 is to control your digital environment. We all know how easy it is to fall down a rabbit hole of social media or news websites. Your task is to use technology to fight technology. Install apps or browser extensions that block distracting websites and notifications during your designated work hours. This creates a barrier that forces you to be more intentional about how you spend your time online. It's like putting a lock on the cookie jar, but you can't just work non-stop. That's a recipe for burnout. So, your 11th task is to build regular breaks into your routine. The Pomodoro technique is great for this. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. These short rests refresh your focus and prevent mental fatigue. During your break, get up, stretch, walk around, or look out a window. Just get away from your screen. Finally, task 12 is about setting boundaries. Distractions often come from other people. It's important to communicate your focus time to family, roommates, or colleagues. Let them know when you're in deep work mode and can't be interrupted, unless it's an emergency. You can put a sign on your door or set a status on your messaging app. It's not rude. It's necessary for protecting your most valuable asset, your attention. The last big piece of this puzzle is accountability. It is so much easier to stay on track when you know someone else is watching or supporting you. So, your 13th task is to find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, a mentor, or a colleague who also wants to be more disciplined. The key is to find someone who will genuinely support you but also call you out when you're slacking. Once you have your partner, task number 14 is to establish regular check-ins. This could be a quick 5-minute call every morning to state your goals for the day, or a weekly email where you report your progress. Knowing you have to report back to someone creates positive pressure that can be incredibly motivating. It makes your commitment feel more real and public. And your final task, number 15, is to use technology to boost your accountability. There are apps designed for goal tracking where you can share your progress with friends. You can join online communities or forums focused on productivity and self-discipline. Sharing your journey publicly, even with strangers, can create a powerful sense of commitment. When you feel like giving up, your support network will be there to cheer you on. So there you have it, a 15-task action plan to take you from procrastination to productivity. It's about setting clear goals, building a solid routine, eliminating distractions, and creating a system of accountability. This isn't about a magical overnight transformation. It's about taking small, consistent steps every single day. Start with just one task from this list today. Don't wait for tomorrow. The journey to becoming a disciplined, productive person starts right now.